Hello, mathematicians. I am going to walk you through today's math test on measurement. So you're going to take this test at home, and for this you will need a sheet of paper and your pencil. That's all you need. So I'm going to walk you through the test, and then you can just write your answers in order on the sheet of paper. So go ahead and get those two things out. Okay, so friends, you can see on your screen now the first part of our math test. So let me see if I can move my screen down. There we go. So what you're looking at now is like what we see in the classroom when we take a math test. So I'm going to read each question to you, and then you're just going to write down the answer. So on your paper, just put number 1. So you see this is our first problem, so put number 1. And I want you to just write down the answer next to number 1. This says the pencil is about blank keys long. Is it 2 keys, 3 keys, 4 keys, or 5 keys? So next to number 1, just write the number for your answer. How many keys long is the pencil? Okay, I'm going to go down to, went too fast. Go to number 2, friends. And number 2, I'm sorry, I went a little bit too far. Okay, here we go. Number 2, write that down on your paper. It says 1 paper clip stands for 1 unit. So the toothbrush is about blank units long. Is it 5 units long, 6 units long, 7, or 8 units long? So next to number 2, please write one of those numbers as your answer. Okay, I'm going to go down to number 3. And at any point in this, if you need to pause the video to do your work, if I'm going too fast, you can pause and then start it when you need to. Okay, on your paper, please write number 3. Number 3 says 1 paper clip stands for 1 unit. So the length of the toy Jeep is about blank units. Is it 5 units, 6 units, 7 units, or 8 units? Go ahead and write your answer next to number 3. I'm going to scroll down to number 4. So we're going to look at this picture right here to answer numbers 4 and 5. So number 4, please write that on your paper. It says which, excuse me, which paintbrush is the longest? So is it paintbrush A? Here's paintbrush A. Is it paintbrush B right here? Paintbrush C right here? Or paintbrush D right here? Which paintbrush is the longest? Just write your letter of the answer next to number 4. Okay, so for this one, this next one, number 5, it says which paintbrush is about 2 units long? I'm going to see if I can make my box a little bit bigger so we can see here. Okay, so which paintbrush is about 2 units long? So you're going to look at the paintbrushes and notice up here, this equals 1 unit. So a white bar and a black bar, together they equal 1 unit. So keep that in mind. Both of those equal 1 unit. So knowing that, which paintbrush is about 2 units long? Paintbrush A, B, C, or D? Go ahead and write your answer next to number 5. Okay, I'm going to go on to number 6. So for number 6, we're just going to follow the directions. And this says, look at the picture and color the longer thing. Now, of course, you don't have this page in front of you to color. So here is a picture of an umbrella. Here is a picture of a hanger. Just write the word umbrella or hanger of the picture that is the longer thing. Now, you do not have to spell the word umbrella or hanger correctly. Just try your best of sounding it out. And as long as your teacher knows what you are writing, then if we can tell it's umbrella or hanger, that's fine with us. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to number 7. Okay, look at the picture and you're going to color, or I'm sorry, you're going to circle the shortest tree. So of course, again, you do not have this picture with you to circle. So here's what I'm going to do. I want you to write next to number 7, I want you to write, is number 1 the shortest tree? You can put a 1 if you think that's the shortest. Put number 2 if you think this is the shortest tree. Or put number 3 if you think this is the shortest tree. Okay, we're moving on to number 8. So I'm going to scroll down. Let me come up a little bit. Okay, number 8. You have 3 strings. Here's string A, string B, string C. String blank is the longest. Is it string A, string B, or string C? So you're just going to put that letter of your answer next to number 8 on your paper. Okay, number 9. The crayon is about blank buttons long. So you're going to figure that answer out. Put your number of your answer next to number 9 on your paper. Number 10. Let's see if I can make my screen a little bit bigger for you. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Okay, well, we'll start here. Okay, let's call that a ring. 1 ring stands for 1 unit. So Adam is about blank units tall. Okay, so you're going to put how many units tall he is next to number 10. And then the second part of this question says blank is 10 and blank. So you're going to take your answer from the first question and separate it into how many, you're going to put the same answer down here for the second blank. Your answer is 10 and how many ones? So you're separating that out into tens and ones. So let me say again, next to number 10 on your paper, you are going to have 3 numbers. You're going to write this number as your first answer. And then next to that, you're going to write your answer again. And then the third number is going to be separating out this answer into a group of 10 and extra ones. Okay, let's move on to number 11. Okay, so we're going to look at this picture, and the shaded parts show tapes A, B, C, and D. So just imagine that each of these tapes is like a piece of tape. And they're all laid out on this grid. Each box stands for 1 unit. Okay, so number 11, so put number 11 on your paper. Tape A is blank units long. So you're looking at tape A and seeing how many units long it is. So write the number of your answer next to number 11. Okay, let's scroll down. Tape A is as long as tape blank. Let me scroll back a little bit so you can see the tapes. So tape A is as long as which other tape? B, C, or D? Write your answer next to number 12. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to number 13, and then I'm going to scroll back so you can see that picture. It says tape D is longer than tape blank. So here's tape D. So the question is asking tape D is longer than tape what? Is it longer than tape A, B, or C? Write the letter of your answer next to number 13. Okay, write number 14 on your paper. It says tape blank is the longest. So for number 14, you have to figure out which one of these tapes is the longest, A, B, C, or D. Write the letter of your answer next to number 14. And then number 15 says tape blank is the shortest. So which of these tapes is the shortest? A, B, C, or D? Write your letter of your answer next to number 15. All right, and that is the end of our test for today, friends. So you all did a wonderful job. And so now that you have written all of your answers on your sheet, I would like for you to have your mom or dad take a picture of your answers and then have them email me your answers or email your teacher your answers so we can check over your work. But I know you all did a great job and thank you for practicing measurement this week.